This is an example of one of the most useful equations in chemistry, particularly when you're making solutions. This is the dilution equation. MV equals MV. You would put your stock solution on one side and the solution that you want on the other side, or you could look at this as having a concentrated solution and a dilute solution. This works because when you are diluting something, for example, I've got 5 pieces, I've got 5 ions or whatever in this solution, I've got 5 molecules of sugar in this solution. If I add more water, I have more volume, but I still just have my 5 molecules of sugar. So instead of having 5 in 1 liter, I now have 5 in 2 liters. So this might have been 5 molar to start with, and now it is 2.5 molar. So in doing this equation, what you will often see is one piece of data, well actually 2 pieces of data that are often connected by an of. If you see 5.00 milliliters of 1.6 molar KBr, that is one side of the equation right there. So if I'm going to do molarity times volume, my molarity is 1.6 molar, my volume is 5.00 mLs. It will be equal to molarity times volume, in this case, of my final solution. The final volume is 500 ml, and I want to know the molarity. One of the important pieces here will be that the volume units are the same. If I'm using milliliters to start, I use milliliters when I finish. And also my concentration unit needs to be volume-based. That means I could use percentage as long as it was a mass volume percent and not a mass percent. So what I basically end up with is 1.6 times 5 divided by 500 is equal to my new molarity. Sorry about that. Notice that the 5s are going to cancel out, but I'll go ahead and do this on the calculator anyway. 1.6 times 5 is equal to 8, and then we're going to divide that by 500, and I'm going to get 0.016. Now what you should see is we have actually diluted this 100 times, and so it is 100 times more dilute than it was. But this is a typical setup. Look for the of, that will be one side of the equation, and you will be solving for either a new molarity or for the total volume that you need to make. They may tell you what the new molarity is, and you will need to figure out how much to dilute it to. Another note is you are diluting it up to 500 milliliters. You are not adding 500 milliliters to this, but 500 milliliters is the total volume.